Today we are going to stretch and strengthen, and that's what we'll focus on. I will do a regular Qigong flow at the end just to pull it all together. And most of the movements will be from Tao Yin, and it's a beautiful practice. Tao Yin is a lot like yoga. Tao Yin has floor exercises, but also standing exercises, and we will stick with the standing exercises for today. So let's get started. Place one hand on the belly and one hand on the chest, and we'll begin with wave breathing. When you inhale, let the belly expand, then the ribs, then the chest. Then as you exhale, sink the chest, the ribs, the belly. Nice full breath, belly, ribs, chest. You get a little pause at the top of the inhale, exhale, chest sinks, ribs, belly. A little pause at the bottom of the exhale, just like a wave coming onto the shore. Breathe in. Pause and breathe out. Pause. Let's do one more. All right. Let's do a little activation with knocking on the door of life set. And we'll do that before we begin our stretches. Bend the knees slightly, crown to the sky, shoulders relaxed. Turn from the hips and the waist. This is a great go-to movement. It activates and loosens up the spine, so it's very good for the nervous system. And it's really great to go into these stretches with a bit of a calm and relaxed demeanor. You'll get a little bit more out of your stretching. And then, of course, the stretching will be purging. Stretches are purging. And then, as we're also stretching, the way these movements flow is very strengthening. Now bring a loose fist right to the lung points, right there below the collarbone. And we'll activate our lung energy here. Take a nice deep breath in and out. And now with a cupped hand, toss it up on the shoulder, still turning from the hips and the waist. If you need to slow down your pace for this movement, that's perfectly fine. Do what works for your body. We have a lot of tension that can collect here and tightness. There's a lot of the yang meridians, energetic pathways that crisscross right here. And I always think it's funny that we're patting right here or knocking on the trapezius muscle, and some people call them the traps so that they don't have to say the entire word. But that is where energy a lot of times gets trapped. So I love that wording. Back down to the lung points. And back down to the hips and waist. And now as you slow it down, look more over each shoulder. Really feel that nice rotation in the spine from the tailbone all the way to the base of the skull. And then slow it down and unwind. Take a nice deep breath and just feel a bit of that shift after our wave breathing and our knocking on the door of life set. All right, let's begin with some of the stretches. This first one is called a meridian stretch. It's also called the arrow. So you're going to be maybe slightly more than shoulder width. Hands at the heart center. Just let those knuckles of the thumbs press into that sternum. Press into that sternum. Your elbows can be out a bit and just circle around a bit. We'll do a little bit of acupressure. Just a little bit of acupressure here at CV17, or sometimes called REN 17. It's REN 17 and the translation is conception vessel, CV17. Just rub right there in a little circle. Breathe in and out. All right, lace all your fingers except for your index finger up above the head. Stretch. Bring those hips a little forward. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the legs. Just feel that in the lower back as well. Stretch and inhale. Now release it as you bring the heels of the hands towards the crown and sink into a squat. And listen to your body. You can go down as far as you wish. And now press up from the soles of the feet. Inhale, back into our arrow. Squeeze glutes, legs. And release down. Exhale. We'll continue this for a few. Breathe in. Squeeze. Exhale, down. Really feel it in the soles of your feet, pushing the body up. Stretching, squeeze. Exhale. Sink into the soles of the feet. Up again, breathing in. And we're stretching the energetic pathways that run up and down the legs, into the torso, up into the arms, and the fingers, hands and fingers. Let's do a couple more. Stretch up and squeeze. Exhale, down. And one more, up. And now, unlace the fingers, arms out, down, and around. Forward fold. Hang here for a moment. You can bend the knees if you need to, and that's fine. Breathe in and out. Let your head, neck, shoulders fall to the earth. And breathing. Now, lace your fingers, palms up, and slowly rise. Inhaling, rotate the palms in, out, and up. Stretch as you're inhaling, and then raise your heels. Just come up on your toes a bit. This is called raising the bubbling springs. Kidney 1 point there, right at the bottom of the balls of the feet. Inhaling. And then down with those heels. Then lean to your right. Lean and stretch. Press those palms out and up. And breathe in and out into the stretch. Glide over to the other side. Press up and out with those palms. Stretch, breathe in and out. Over to the other side again. Stretch, press those palms. Breathe. Feel that nice stretch in the side body. Over to the other side. Once again, press those palms up and out. Breathe. And come to center. Press them up in the center. Inhale. As you exhale, unlace the fingers. Palms down towards the ground, towards the floor. And then turn your fingers a little forward and your thumbs a little down. Pull the elbows back. Tuck the tailbone. Tuck the chin. And now lean the ear to the shoulder. Let it settle there for a moment. And now float the head back just a little, inhaling, and then float it forward as if the chin comes to the chest at an angle, exhaling. Breathe in. And breathe out. Now what we're doing here is we're working out the lines of tension in the neck, which is going to flow down into the trapezius muscles. And with the positioning of our hands and fingers, we're opening up the energetic pathways there on the inside of the arms. You can exhale through the mouth if you want extra release. Chin to chest, nice and slow. Bring it over to the other side. Check your stance. Your knees are slightly bent. Tailbone dropped. Ear to shoulder. Fingers just a little forward. Thumbs a little down. Slide that head back as you inhale. Chin forward as you exhale. Breathe in through the nose. And you can exhale through the mouth. Feel that little tug in the neck as you stretch out the lines of tension, work it out. I like to feel as if I'm bringing the breath right into my neck. That inhale goes right into my neck. Exhale it out. One more. Chin to chest. Let your arms fall by your side. Raise your chin. Take a nice deep breath. Feel that energy flowing down the arms. It's amazing how much the neck and trapezius muscles and down into the arms and hands and fingers are energetically connected. Very, very useful move right there that we just did. All right. The next thing we want to do is, it's a bit of an extended version of the arrow. We're going to bring that left foot back. You're going to have a pretty good stance. I'm going to move up a little bit. I'm going to come more at an angle so that you can see me. But your feet are like on railroad tracks, okay? And you're going to shift that weight forward a bit, a little bit of a lunge forward. And then with the back leg, you're also going to be on the toes and bring that knee down. So here's your stance. So get your balance. Now, if you're challenged with that, you can adjust your legs and feet in a different fashion, and that's fine. All right, bring your hands to your heart center again. Now, you're centered more over the inside of your leg. If you turn too much and try to be centered over your actual leg, you're not going to be comfortable. So centered more over the inside of your leg. Bring your hands to your heart center again. And now up again like we did with the arrow, but open the arms, and now palms are just facing each other. And also when we do that, we straighten that front leg. All right? Come down, bend the front leg and the back leg. Inhale up. And you stretch. Exhale down. Now this is where we're really starting to get into some stretching and strengthening happening simultaneously. So we stretch with that inhale. Exhale. We're going to be strengthening as we're in this posture. Inhale. Exhale. Sink into that lunge. Front knee and back knee are bent. And I like to call this the extended arrow move or meridian stretch, extended, because we're doing a little bit more. Feel that strength in your legs, feel that power. And when we hold this for a second, we're really generating some nice energy. Anytime you hold a posture, like in yoga and Tao Yin, you are going to generate some nice energy there. Now come down, hold here with your legs, but still bring your arms up as we did before. And here's where we're going to hold for a moment. Hold and breathe. Going to feel it in that right quadricep. And now bring the hands back to the heart center. Hands on the thighs, get your balance, and up. Bring that back foot forward and take the other one back. Once again, I'll kind of move sideways so you can see. All right, lunge a little bit to the left on the left leg. Right leg, you're on the toes, and bring that knee down a bit. Make sure you're kind of on railroad tracks there. Center that body over the inside of the leg. Hands at the heart center. Once again, up, and they open up, palms towards each other, straighten that front leg. Down. Inhale up. I need to adjust my stance, so if you do as well. I had it a little too wide. And sometimes you realize that after you get into a movement, you might have to adjust your stance. You want to be comfortable. Breathe in, stretching. Exhale. Hold it for a second. Strengthening, stretching, strengthening. Breathe in and out. And this movement will help you with your balance. When I first started doing this, I was very wobbly, but I kept practicing. It's amazing how your body will bounce back. And now down, hold it, and then raise those arms up. Hold this pose. Breathe in and out. Feel it in that left quadricep. Breathing. Let the breath help you maintain the posture. Building strength, generating energy. And now come down with the hands to the heart center. Hands on the thighs, up, and come back to center. Take a nice deep breath in and out. All right. The next movement, I like to call it reaching for the stars. And you're going to have a wider stance. You're going to lunge to your right. Now, you can have your hand on your thigh here and just be hinged at the waist a bit, or you can hinge at the waist a little more and have your elbow and forearm on. This is going to make it more intense. This one's less intense, so you do what works for you. And if you come down with your arm and elbow on your leg, you're probably going to need a slightly wider stance. And now float or sweep that left arm up and stretch. Feel it in the side body there. Even turn a little and look under the arm. Then come up and around. That arm now falls on the left leg, right arm, kind of a crescent shape over. Get a stretch here. That's the movement, and we'll do it on both sides. So inhale, look a little under. Exhale as you transition. Inhale as you stretch. Exhale again as you transition. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and breathe out. I like to feel as I'm reaching up to the cosmos, to the stars, and then I follow a shooting star possibly. When you do things like that with your mind, it creates a wonderful, positive energy in the body and mind. And there's nothing wrong with that. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale when you stretch. Exhale. We'll do one more on this side. Breathe in. Breathe out. Transition. Breathe in. And breathe out. All right. Come to center. Just take a nice deep breath. All right. You turn a little bit on that left foot. Lunge. Decide which hand position you want. And float up. You have this nice line, a nice angle here, up to the stars. Exhale around. Inhale, stretch. Exhale. Breathe in. Look up under the arm a bit. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale down. Sweep it up and reach. Inhale. Look under a bit. Exhale. Inhale. It's really great to synchronize breath with the movement. Breath is energy. So as we're stretching and purging and strengthening, we're bringing in that breath. And now we've got our energy flowing nicely. Let's do one more. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. Stretch. And breathe out. All right, center again. Bring those arms up and stretch. And I'm going to stand at an angle so that you can see for this next movement. I want your palms to be towards each other like we did when we were doing that extended meridian stretch. And inhale and stretch. Now bend the knees slightly. Bring yourself down as if you're going to sit in a chair. In yoga, they do have chair pose. In Tao Yin and Qigong, we have the Qi chair. So it's the same type of thing. And sit into your chair. Tuck that tailbone and straighten the elbows. Be planted in your feet. Spread the fingers and stretch and hold this pose. Breathe into the belly. Inhale, belly expands. Exhale, belly sinks back to the spine. Hold this pose, generating some nice energy here. Building strength as you breathe, inhale and exhale as you hold this posture. Try to relax into it. That's a key element of being able to hold these poses successfully, is relax into it. And now up, stretch, and then exhale, out, down, and around. And just feel the energy through your body after doing that movement. And that movement is a good follow-up for some of the stretching and purging that we did. And now another good follow-up to the Qi chair is bouncing. Sometimes it's called shaking, and we're going to circulate the energy. So bounce into those heels. Let the knees and the hips be nice and relaxed, ankles as well. Pump the arms. Pump the arms. Let the tailbone and up the spine into the base of the skull be nice and loose. And inhale from the belly up. And sigh. This is going to circulate that energy. This is also good for your joints. Inhaling and sigh. This movement right here can be done in isolation. You don't have to do a whole routine. If you feel like you need some energy dispersed, especially emotional energy, breathe in and sigh. Slow it down, slow it down, and just feel your Qi. Sometimes people feel a warming sensation, others feel like a buzzy or tingly. Some people just feel more of a free or openness in the arms and legs and torso. And now we'll pull this all together with a nice flow, pulling down the sky. So breathe in. We're going to do this as slow as we can. Inhale. Exhale first now with palms down. We want to do a little more clearing. Palms down. Exhale. Sweep the arms back up. Inhale. And exhale. Breathe in. Just clear out some of that energy that still needs to go. Now we're going to smooth it out. So inhale and palms towards you. Let's smooth out that nice energy we've cultivated. Just smooth it out. Palms towards you. Exhale. Breathe in. Smooth it out and bring a calm to the mind and a balance to that heart center, those emotions. Inhale. Smooth it out. Bring it all down to the belly, your body center, for strength and vitality. Our thoughts and feelings are wonderful, but sometimes we've got that energy up too high. Let's bring that energy down to the body center. One more. Pulling down the sky. And now bring your feet a little closer together. Touch the webbing of your hands. Place your hands on your abdomen. Relax the elbows. Soften those knees and ankles. Your knees can be even slightly bent. Drop that tailbone. Lift the crown to the sky and just breathe. Breathe naturally. Feel the breath coming in the nose and out. And just feel good about your stretching and strengthening and a little bit of a flow. Hands by your sides. I hope you enjoyed that Tao Yin. I did. And I will see you next time. Bye for now.